I wasn't sure. Because otherwise I have a...
I'm thinking sit down there.
Yeah, you should sit here.
Alright, do you want to sit here?
My only notes for you guys would be to speak up because it's pretty loud.
Okay, you got it.
So my only note for you need is just to speak up because it's pretty loud in here.
Okay.
And we're just using the iPhone like extension mic. So you guys are good to go.
Can I see the back?
Thank you. I don't want to do that. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone. So I'm Anita, and thank you so much for tuning in to Pop-Up Africa's live coverage of today's event, Stories from Senegal. We are super excited because we're joined by none other than Chris Cox, Facebook's Chief Product Officer. How are you, Chris?
Really good. This is fantastic. We're so excited to be here.
How are you enjoying Senegal?
We've been here about 12 hours. It's fantastically fun so far. The panelists we had just now were some of the top creatives using social media here in Dakar. We had a celebrity chef who I'm about to have a couscous lesson with.
Have you ever had couscous before?
I've had couscous, but I've never made it. And I've never had a lesson from somebody who's such a famous creator.
I'm going to be trying some of that couscous later.
Please don't try mine. You should only have hers.
Okay, I still might try it.
Okay.
Anyway, at Pop-Up Africa, we have a few questions regarding your trip this week. Is that okay?
Yes.
So there seems to be a lot of interest in Africa at the moment. Obviously, Mark Zuckerberg went to West Africa in September, and you're here now. Why now? Why is Facebook so interested in reaching out to Africa?
Africa is at the forefront of the way that people are using mobile technology to tell stories, to solve local problems in new ways. It's also a huge and growing population of the people using Facebook each day. 95 million people use Facebook in sub-Saharan Africa. And Lagos is where we started. Nigeria, where we started, is actually the country where the most people each day are using our services. So this trip was Nigeria, Ghana, and Senegal.
Yeah.
3 countries at the forefront of creating culture, creating film, creating music, food, visual art. So much of the culture of these regions is starting to find people outside of the regions and help people understand a lot of the different viewpoints on this part of the world. We actually, the very first day we were here, we had a live stream from the shrine.
In Lagos,
In
right?
Lagos.
Yeah.
And it was cool because a lot of people know about the shrine. A lot of other Nigerians know about the shrine. People all around the world know about the shrine. In the United States, there was a musical about Fela Kuti that a lot of people saw. And there had never been a live broadcast from the shrine, ever.
And you guys did it?
We did it with Femi, and he was amazed
Yeah.
at the response because so many people tuned in from around the world to watch what a night there was like.
Yeah.
And I think that's an example of something that is happening more and more and more across a lot of different kinds of art forms, across a lot of different regions in West Africa. And we're just excited to see what that looks like and to hear from the people who are leading.
Your preconceptions surrounding the usage of social media in West Africa, and how did that differ from the reality you've lived this week?
That's a good question. I would say one thing we didn't really appreciate was just what we were hearing here today is how much people feel like social media has helped them create a sense of national identity.
Definitely.
Did you hear that on the panel?
Yeah, I did.
I had in my head that a lot of what social media was doing for a place like Dakar was helping people reach those outside, versus a lot of what you heard here was helping promote local food, promoting local rice, promoting local art, promoting local fashion, and just creating, even within a country, a sense of like a strong national identity, which was a contrast to images coming in from elsewhere. Images of beauty, images of what rice they were eating and stuff like that. So I found that to be a really interesting insight.
Great, wow. And did you learn anything this week at all?
A ton. I've learned a little Wolof today, which I'm
Can you
not going to try. We heard some really cool new music from Accra. We got to hear in one night sort of the leading hip-hop artists and some high life. So like music from 40 years ago and then music from today.
Such a contrast.
Amazing. We got to hear a lot about Facebook as a venue for political discussion, leading up to the elections in Ghana, where there was some really interesting feedback on how positive the discourse was, because there were ground rules and political and sort of public figures who were helping keep the discussion constructive. So a very interesting example of a country who had a very sort of positive and constructive public discourse around a political event.
That's amazing that Facebook's been extended to that arena political.
Yeah, absolutely.
So is Facebook designing any products to help the average businesswoman or businessman in Africa?
So in Africa specifically, we're doing a lot of work focused on connectivity, on accessibility of data, on the reliability of the data, and on the affordability of the data.
Yeah.
Internet.org is a broad program to help make the internet more affordable all around the world. One of the places we visited in Nigeria, in Lagos, is an express Wi-Fi pop-up, which is, it allows internet cafes or electronics shops or really anybody to decide that they want to be a venue for fast internet, and then we help hook up a fast internet connection and they can sell data packages. We partner with ISPs, local ISPs, to deliver faster internet. It's one example of a set of efforts we're doing to help with connectivity, which in many regions in West Africa is a really important issue, and will help businesses and will help a lot of people.
Okay, so at the last question, and perhaps my favorite.
Okay.
What has been your favorite meal during your trip?
My favorite meal?
Yes, and wait. And what have been your best experiences?
Okay.
No pressure though, I'm half Nigerian.
Please don't ask me to weigh in on jollof. I know that if I weigh in on jollof rice, I'll be kicked out.
You have license to say Nigerian.
So I'm pretty sure the best meal is about to be this couscous. Because it's going to be, well, no, not mine, but hers. Just because it's going to be so personal.
That's true.
The best experience has absolutely been playing with Femi, being with Femi at the shrine. Unbelievable place on earth.